Modern wellness often focuses on optimization. New routines, new products, and constant measurement promise better health through control. While these approaches can offer short-term improvements, they sometimes overlook a more fundamental element: trust in the body's ability to regulate itself when supported correctly. Trust with nature begins by understanding that the human body evolved in close connection with natural environments. Movement, rest, nourishment, and light once followed predictable rhythms. These rhythms help regulate biological systems without constant intervention. Modern life has altered this relationship by separating daily routines from environmental cues. One of the biggest changes is the loss of natural timing. Artificial light extends activity late into the evening. Screens stimulate the brain long after physical tasks end. Meals are eaten at irregular hours. These disruptions confuse internal systems that rely on consistency. Wellness strategies often try to correct symptoms without addressing this underlying disconnection. Nature supports regulation through simplicity. Predictable cycles of light and dark help guide sleep. Steady movement supports circulation and metabolism. Seasonal foods provide nutrients when the body is best prepared to use them. These patterns reduce the need for external correction because the body receives clear signals about when to act and when to recover. Modern wellness sometimes replaces these signals with constant inputs. Alerts, reminders, and tracking tools create awareness but can also increase mental load. When attention is always directed toward improvement, the nervous system remains in a state of monitoring rather than recovery. Trust is replaced by management. Rebuilding trust does not mean abandoning science. It means using scientific understanding to support natural processes rather than override them. Research increasingly shows that recovery, consistency, and low-stimulation environments improve long-term health outcomes. These findings align closely with traditional patterns of living. Nutrition offers a clear example. Highly processed foods deliver fast energy but disrupt metabolic balance. Natural foods shaped by environment and season interact more gradually with the body. They support digestion and blood sugar stability without forcing responses. Trust grows when the body receives nourishment it can recognize and process easily. Movement follows the same principle. Intense activity has benefits, but constant intensity prevents recovery. Gentle, regular movement keeps systems engaged without exhaustion. Traditional lifestyles integrated movement into daily tasks rather than isolating it into high-stress sessions. The nervous system responds strongly to predictability. When daily routines follow consistent patterns, stress responses decrease. Calm emerges not because life is free of challenges, but because the body knows when effort will end and recovery will begin. This predictability builds confidence in internal regulation. Natural environments also play a role. Reduced noise, softer visual input, and exposure to natural light support nervous system balance. These elements lower sensory demand, allowing attention to remain steady. Trust develops when the brain does not need to scan constantly for threats. Modern wellness often emphasizes control through precision. Nature emphasizes balance through rhythm. Rebuilding trust means allowing space for these rhythms to guide behavior again. Small changes such as consistent sleep times, quieter evenings, and simple meals can restore alignment. Trust is built gradually. It grows when the body repeatedly experiences support rather than pressure. Over time, symptoms that once required constant management may ease as systems regain balance. Rebuilding trust with nature does not require retreating from modern life. It requires reintroducing patterns that support regulation. When science and natural rhythms work together, wellness becomes less about correction and more about cooperation. Understanding what modern wellness is missing allows a shift towards simplicity. In that simplicity, trust returns. And with trust, balance follows. For more clear, science-based, and nature-aligned wellness insights, subscribe and stay connected.